Hey guys, Games for Life here. I've seen a lot of people complain they can't get enough graphite. Well, I'm here to show you 3 different strategies for getting tons and tons of graphite. Behind me we've got 16 medium canisters filled with graphite, and yes, I am in survival mode. I got most of these from the Exofarm event, but events are not on all the time, so the strategies I'm going to show you work whenever you want to. Without any further ado, let's get to the first one. Obviously, we're gonna start with the most straightforward thing: mine it. As you can see in the Astropedia, graphite is found on all planets, so it doesn't matter what planet you are on, you can find graphite. This is what graphite looks out in the wild, so you can go ahead and collect it with your terrain tool, or you can use an auto extractor for this because you won't find it very often. This is pretty easy to do, and again, you can do it on any planet. But let's get on to the second strategy, and that's the soil centrifuge. You can get graphite from the soil centrifuge by using 2 soil canisters for 2 graphite. That means 1 soil canister per graphite, and if you want to automate this, you can just hit repeat here and then turn it on. You're gonna get a ton of graphite in no time, and all you have to do is provide the soil for it. My recommendation is to get a couple medium soil canisters, place them on a rover with a drill and paver, and head into the caves to mine some soil. You're gonna get a ton of soil in no time, which basically means you will have a ton of graphite in no time. And since each of these can hold 24 soil canisters, and 1 soil canister is 1 graphite, you're gonna get 24 graphite for each one of these you fill up. This is clearly way easier than mining the graphite, since you can fill up one of those canisters in a minute or so. That's gonna give you more graphite that you could ever possibly need. But what about using scrap to get graphite? This is strategy number 3, trade platform. Here you can turn scrap into graphite just this easy. So 1 scrap is gonna be 2 graphite. The ratio is obviously better than the soil, since you only need half a scrap for 1 graphite. But how will you get the scrap? I suggest you build a scrap farm. We've got a scrap farm right here, and this uses soil as well and turns it into scrap. Doing it this way, you are gonna save some soil, so the whole process goes even faster. But as you may have noticed, you could easily automate the soil centrifuge. But how do you do that with a trade platform? But don't worry, I've got the solution for you right here. It's so easy. All you need is a storage sensor and a count repeater, a couple auto arms, and you've got it. So we can go ahead, set this to graphite. There we go. Then we're gonna set the count repeater to 4 because we're gonna use 4 scrap at a time. We can let the scrap flow through here, turn the farm on, and we're gonna get a ton of graphite in no time. This is by far the fastest way to get a ton of graphite, but it requires some building in the beginning. If you're wondering why would you need so much graphite, here's the answer. You can use graphite to craft packagers, power cells, splitters, auto arms, and graphene. Obviously you're gonna be using the graphene for other materials and the auto arms for all your automation purposes. So graphite is an important resource to have. I would suggest you try on strategy number 3 with a trade platform, and you build a scrap farm and an automated trade platform. If you're not sure how to do that, I've got the perfect video for you right here where I take it step by step. This way you can build along with me, and then you can use these contraptions for any material that's in the trade platform. Isn't that insane? I know. So go watch that video next, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!